Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here in the Drive-Thru, is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek here at who's on the show with us for today. Well, Jovan Burts will be signing in just a little bit. Got Brian Bitler with us, Brad Francis, Jay Briggs, Al Ninos, and Rod as Zawacky, and here's how they're going to line up for this evening. We've got Bitler, Briggs, Francis. We got Burts, Ninos, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, no afternoon day baseball today. We got 4 games from baseball, 1 NFL. Of course, Rod on the show. NHL preseason, right? We'll have one for you as well tonight. So we'll get this one underway. Let's go ahead and bring in Brian Bitler on the Drive-Thru. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. What a start to the NFL season he's had. He's doing monster work up there. Brian, what's happening?
I got to tell you, I haven't bet any NHL preseason games this year, but last year I dipped my toe in for the first time, so it is exciting to see NHL back. As far as football goes, college football 5-1 Saturday, but 2-3 yesterday, so I'm ready to finish off the betting week on Monday night with the W.
Let's do that. All right. First order of business here is we go to baseball here for the show. We have the Blue Jays here hosting the Yankees. Yankees looking to clinch, right? They can clinch with the win. They can clinch the division. They can clinch home field for the AL playoffs. But the Blue Jays have a lot to play for here. The Blue Jays minus 120, total 7.5.
Yeah, for me here, I'm going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line tonight in baseball. Very limited card. I don't love how the money is moving or the bets in this game, but it's not really a bad plan to fade the New York Yankees when the books are paying you plus money. Toronto fighting to keep that top wild card spot. Just 2.5 games up. I believe Yankees really, I don't believe they have much to play for. They're going to lock it up, and they're pretty much locked into the second spot in the American League. Gausman has not been as good at home as he has been on the road, but I don't think we see Severino go more than 5 innings here for the Yankees. So I'm looking for a more more motivated Toronto team to get the job done at home. They've won 4 straight Monday games, and they're 7-1 last 8 game 1 of a series. So I think on the price here, I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays to get the W over the Yankees. Maybe it's just my anti-Yankee coming out of me.
Your anti-Yankee coming out in here. That's a Yankee. Yeah, I know Yankee. You got
Yankees,
the Blue Jays.
Dodgers, yeah.
Yankees, Dodgers heading for that World Series. I think we can see it. Possibly. We'll see how it rolls here. Here at minus 120 here. Of course, Gausman on the hill. I kind of like it a little better at home, but then on the road, of course, the Yankees. They come out of Boston with that pretty good showing there. But again, that was a 4-game sweep. But you've got Severino here on the mound, and I think you got the better starting pitcher when you look at the numbers wise here with Gausman pitching 29 innings. Gets the strikeouts and it doesn't give the home run ball as much as Severino.
And the Yankees on the road just 2 games over 500, so they're not road warriors. The Yankees, they're about mediocre on the road, and Blue Jays play very well in Toronto.
Yep, that's right. The good home team here. Blue Jays minus 120 here against the Yankees. This one will have a start time here at 7 each time. This is your game, your TV game here on MLB Network. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. As we said, really good results here in the NFL. 745 units of profit, all documented. You can verify those numbers by going over to Pick Dogs. Go to Brian's Handicapper page. Go down. You can see all the plays that he's posted up there. Also showing profit last 30 days. Last 7 days. Come off a profitable day yesterday up there on the board. We've got the NFL game tonight with 4 games from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, off to a 14-6 start in the NFL, 29-15 on my $15 best bet. You can get my NFL Titanium play over there at pickdogs.com, just $15. Or the play that I kind of like the best is my Major League Baseball Pound Zone play tonight. Now, that one's $30, but I got to say, of the 2, I like my baseball play the best. But make sure you head on over to Pick Dogs and pick up a long-term subscription. We got NHL just around the corner. The NBA coming up soon, so a 30-day pass will get you college football, baseball playoffs, and NFL football. Definitely tons of action. This weekend was hot and heavy.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the results here from the NFL. Of course, go to his handicapper page. You can see it over the past 30 days, 7 days, and 24 hours, where it shows nothing but plus. Really good last 30 days for Brian, 449 units of profit. He has his Major League Baseball Pound Zone up there. Credit guarantee, $15. Must win, or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account for site credits. That's what credit guarantee means. That applies on the individual plays as well as the one-day passes from Brian. He does have an NFL Monday night titanium pick as well up there. So plays for Brian Bitler. Of course, if you prefer the long-term passes, would serve you pretty well. You get a 7-day pass from Brian. Get all of Brian's plays for 7 days. It would include all his baseball here for the 7-day period. We still have, the NFL, the baseball season is over, regular season's over a week from Wednesday, so you'll get all 7 days of baseball with that 7-day pass. Also, we got college football here on Thursday, Friday, as well as on Saturday. And of course, with the 7-day pass, you get NFL from Brian, who is one of the top producers this year at Pick Dogs in NFL. You get all of Brian's NFL picks. That would be Monday, Thursday, as well as the Sunday game. And for next Monday night, a lot of the cappers put in their Monday night pick on Sunday, so that would also factor into it as well. So a lot of coverage there from the NFL. With that 7-day All Sports Pass, you could use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll be able to save 15% off. Of course, you can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
See you at the end of the week, Tony. You guys keep on winning, and I'm going to tune in and watch the rest of the show. A lot of great handicappers on deck, especially Rod Zawacky coming up. Going to keep on here. Keep an eye on what he has to say.
Keep an eye on what he has to, indeed. All right, Brian, have a great night. Brian Bitler here on The Drive Thru. Let's continue on here. We got Cowboy and Giant coverage right now from Jay Briggs. Let's bring him on right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Contributes to the halftime shows. You can tune into halftime tonight with Jay as well as Mitch for that halftime picks here from Cowboys and Giants. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. 8:15 Eastern time. We have the Giants here hosting the Cowboys. The Giants still holding -1. A total of 38.5.
The Giants holding -1. And y'all know which way I'm going. I'm not even going to pump fake it. I'm going to the Cowboys on the money line tonight, man. And it's really not a homer pick. No, I'm finna get out of numbers. Dallas is 9-3 straight up, 8-3, 8-3-1 ATS versus New York since 2016. Okay, the Cowboys have won 9 of the last 10 matchups straight up against the New York Giants. Dallas is also 14-5 against the spread since the start of last season, which is an NFL best. And Dallas is 5-2 on Monday night since 2015. So take the numbers into consideration, and then now let's look at the game. The Dallas Cowboys defense, as I've been telling y'all, is the better side of the football, and I've been telling y'all this is a top 5 defense in the NFL all season. Now, I know the Giants coming to this game 2-0, but we have to look at their competition. They played the Tennessee Titans, who this season have not been impressing, and they played the Carolina Panthers, which in most power rankings from week to week are listed at 32. So, the 2-0, you got to take that for granted. I think the Cowboys come in here. I think we keep the ball on the ground. I do expect this to be an ugly game. I don't expect this to be high scoring either. I expect this to be an ugly game, and I expect the Cowboys to run the ball a little more effectively. I trust our defense more. I think we get like a pick six. I think this is perfect time for Diggs to get his first one. That's a player prop for y'all if y'all can find that. Diggs interception, I like that as well. And I think the Cowboys get the win today, man. I really do. I think Micah Parsons comes off that edge and keeps applying pressure. This Giants offense is not seeing a top 5 defense in the slightest this year. I think Daniel Jones continues to look like a deer in headlights. 0-8 in primetime games. I think he looks like it again, and the Cowboys pull out a win here.
All right, we've got Jay here on the Cowboys money line -105 here against the Giants. Don't need the point; they're just going to win the game, as Jay alludes to here. Of course, the big question mark here is the quarterback situation. For a road game here, we know Cooper Rush led the team here, the victory here against the Bengals, but now you go on the road, and now your opponent has film on you.
Yes, on the road. We've seen Cooper Rush on the road, though. He went and he's played 2 games so far. His first game was last season, actually, on the road on primetime against Minnesota, and he got the outright win in that one. 2-0 in his career, got the outright win last week. There was film out on Cooper Rush, so previously. So, I don't really buy too much into that now we have film. I think it is what it is. And for me, to be honest, the quarterback situation is really a wash. Daniel Jones is not impressive. You know, he might be a slight better than Cooper Rush, but I think this game they both kind of just get out of the way unless they create some turnovers, which I think the Cowboys defense is very capable of, which led the NFL last year in takeaways.
Yep, they did, and that was one of the things they had issues with years ago, which they've been able to correct with this Cowboy team, is the fact they've been able to get those takeaways, those turnovers, and of course the defense has been playing really, really well, for no doubt, with the Cowboys, and of course going on the road here, we've got Jovan here on the Cowboys money line -105 against the Giants, and this one will have a start time of 8:15 Eastern time. We know Gallup out, the tight end questionable. Actually, Gallup is questionable. Connor, the left guard here, out here for the Cowboys. They do it. Both teams a little bit of banged up on the defensive side of the football, so we'll see how that rolls. You know how those questionables will probably likely play when you see the queue next to them. Anyway, the Cowboy game tonight will start 8:15 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for action tonight. We know we got the NFL game. We still have 4 games on the board from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony. Well, I only had one play up there today, and this game. I decided, small card. I didn't want to force anything in the MLB today. I didn't love anything, and just this one play today in the NFL, man, it's my best bet. So I decided to give y'all my best bet today on the drive-through. Let's cash this ticket today, man. I'm really confident in it. I'm riding with y'all, so this is not just contrarian. A homer pick. I'm riding it too. I really believe in this pick tonight. So that's what I got going on. But the best bet is to hop on a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. We're right around the corner from Thursday. I feel like you blink one time, and it's Thursday again. NFL right around the corner. We still got some solid baseball coming here down the stretch. We got a better card tomorrow, so I'll for sure have some baseball plays in there tomorrow. So you can hop on a long-term pass. It's always the best way to go. Or pair me up 2-for-1 capper special with guys like Brian, who is off to a hot start, or Jovan. Man, go look at Jovan's numbers, man. They're absolutely ridiculous. Or pair me up with my guy Rod, man, or Tony, man, who's still hiding baseball. You really can't go wrong, man. Any way you look, man, it's the right way to go. That's what I got going on Pick Dogs Premium. And also, y'all be sure to check me out tonight on halftime. Me and Mitch will be live on halftime tonight for this game. So be sure to check out for that. And also, I got the NFL show coming up on Wednesday with Big Al and Mitch. We're going to go through the whole slate for NFL Week 4. NFL Week 4, my bad. I'm a week behind. NFL Week 4. We're going to go through the whole slate like we always do. It's going to be another great show. So be sure to be on the lookout for those, man. Let's have a great night. Let's have a great week.
That's right. Have a great week here, guys. Got on board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Just gave you his play here from the NFL that he had up on the board. So, of course, what you can do in return, why don't you pick up a 7-day all sports pass here from Jay? Get all Jay's plays for 7 days, which would include the football game for NFL here for Thursday as well as Sunday action. Remember, we got college football here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as well as baseball here tomorrow. Big card, 15-game card from baseball. So we hit the stretch run now in baseball here. Still some playoff spots up for grab. That big race between the Braves and the Mets, and who will avoid the wild card round. Will it be the Mets? Will it be the Braves? There's still a lot to be determined here. Of course, the Phillies and the Brewers and the Padres are trying to battle here for that for a playoff position there in the NL. And of course, the Seattle Mariners, will their slide continue? There's a lot of drama still up in the air here. And will Tampa Bay and the Blue Jays spit the bit and go on a losing streak and make it interesting? So a lot going on over at Pick Dogs. So get on board here with Jay, that 7-day sports pass. You can add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. Or as you can also use the promo code WIN15 at checkout to save 15% off. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll tune in at halftime for you and Mitch.
Yes, sir, Tony. See y'all at halftime, man. Let's have a good night.
Good night. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru, guys. That's right. At halftime, you want to make sure you tune in and make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications so when Jay and Mitch go live, you're live with them. Usually about a minute, around the 2-minute warning. You probably want to head on over to Pick Dogs, hit the little thumbnail there for the live show, and then, of course, once they go live, it'll play for you. So that's the easiest way to do it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's see. Let's go right to Brad, and then we'll go to me because I got a game at 6:35. So let's go ahead and bring in Brad Francis if I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's go ahead and bring in Brad right now. Went too far here. Also, you can catch Brad in the MMA show this week, this Saturday with the Mills. Brad, what's happening? Oh, we lost your volume there, Brad. You're on mute. All right, let's see. He's going to sign in, sign out again. Okay, so Brad will be looking here at this baseball game. Hope he can sign in quickly, or I'll go to my game. You there?
You hear me?
I can hear you now. There we go. Here we go. 7 Eastern time. We got the Orioles here on the road here facing the Red Sox. The Red Sox here minus 125, total 9.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take my chances with Baltimore getting plus money here. The Red Sox are coming off a tough series against the Yankees, which they got swept. Last game, they played last night. It was a night game, whereas the Orioles, they played a day game. So, I mean, it's not a huge difference, but they will be coming in with a little bit more rest today. Lyles will be on the mound for the Orioles. He's not going to blow you away, but I think he is better than Red Sox starter Connor Seabold. Connor Seabold, he's making his 6th career appearance. He's coming into this one with a 10.47 ERA. That's safe to say. It's not really that well. It's been a tough career so far for Seabold here. So I do expect the bullpens to get activated early in this one, which the Orioles have a clear advantage in that department as well. I mean, the Orioles, they ranked 8th in the MLB with a 3.42 reliever ERA, and Boston's bullpen ranks 25th in ERA with a 4.47 ERA. So, look, neither of these starters are that great. Bullpens get activated. I think Orioles tops Boston in the bullpen department. Some trends here: Boston is 2-6 in their last 8 home games versus a team with a winning record, and Baltimore's 5-1 in their last 6 road games with a team with a losing record. So I think Baltimore is all around a better team. I think they'll have a pitching matchup here. So the fact you get them at plus money will be a little bit of a more rested team. I think it's a good price here.
All right, we got Brad here on the Orioles, plus 105 here against the Red Sox. Yeah, hard to argue that one. Yeah, Seabold has just been terrible numbers here for Seabold in his 4 starts. The area over 10, get up almost over 2 base runners per inning. And of course, the strikeout rate is a 2.20 home runs per 9 innings. A rough start there. And of course, we did see the Orioles kind of fight with the Astros, split them there. Had a tough extra inning loss yesterday, but they're still in the hunt for that wild card race. Everybody wants to ride off the Orioles, but lo and behold, Seattle's been choking it down the stretch. So that's usually what happens here when you put 6 teams into the postseason. 2 or 3 are going to find a way to get back, or are going to choke down the stretch. And this is what you got. You got a scenario where Orioles can keep winning, Mariners keep losing, or again, if the Rays or Blue Jays go on a losing streak, they can lose their spot. So there's a lot still up in the air here. I don't like to write anybody in because we've seen losing streaks and winning streaks many times down the stretch in the final 10 days of the season. So everything's still up in the air. But again, the key here is that, as you mentioned, the Red Sox against winning teams here. The second half of the season, just 17-39, and also really what defining their failure this year is their 20-47 record against the division.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, it's hard to make a playoff push when you're that bad against the teams in your division. And like you said, baseball is a game of momentum, so if the Orioles will want to make a push, it needs to start now. So I know they'll be playing with a little bit of extra momentum here.
Yeah.
Or extra motivation, I'd rather say.
Young team, I think they're not going to get too down on themselves. I think that if it's a little veteran team, I'd be a little bit more worried, but it's young guys. They seem they like this, and the losses they're not taking the losses too hard because I've seen them bounce back here in the last week or so, winning games and celebrating. So they're not in any down spirits at all. These guys, when you watch them, a young team, they play with good energy, good attitudes. Orioles plus 105 against the Red Sox. This one will have a start time here at 7 Eastern time. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Action showing good results here in the NFL here this early, showing good results here up on the board here with 262 units for the season. We have the NFL game, still 4 games on the board from MLB. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, with this light MLB card, I'm sticking away from it. I'm going to just roll with the NFL today. I got my 5-star Monday Night Football premium pick. Very confident in this pick. Been doing pretty well in the NFL so far, so I'm looking to keep the momentum tonight. 3-day, 7-day, 30 days, not a bad option as well. We'll be having some MLB plays throughout the week, and then once football starts up, I kind of load my slate up with college and NFL games. So good time to lock in a long-term deal here.
That's right, guys. He's going to go with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his Monday Night Football play up there for you right now. $15 up there. Credit guarantee must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account. That's what credit guarantee means. That's up on the board right now from Brad. Of course, here we are on a Monday. The 7-day pass would be a good way to go. Get all of Brad's plays here for 7 days. It would include all his Major League Baseball. The full card begins again tomorrow. All his football. Of course, we will have NFL tonight, Thursday, as well as with the Sunday games, college football, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, a really good value there with that 7-day all sports pass because you can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Again, use the promo code WIN15 at checkout and you'll save 15% off. All right, Brad, it's always great having you show. Keep up great work. We'll talk with you next week. But I know we'll have you on Friday. But just let everybody know about your MMA show, UFC show with Brad and with you and Mills.
Yep, yeah, UFC show. The UFC's back this weekend. Kind of decent cards, not gonna blow away, but me and Mills will be live with some picks. Usually it's been Saturday right after the morning show. We may have a little schedule change, so on Friday I'll give you an update of when the show is, or Mills will when he's on the drive-through. So we're working out for that. So yeah, just keep an ear open for when the show's gonna be on.
All right, guys, make sure you tune in. Of course, make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. So when Brad and Mills are live, then you can pretty much be there live with them and get those picks. And importantly, get the best numbers because that market moves. That market moves. All right, Brad, keep that work up, and we'll talk with you here on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it, Brad, here on the drive-through, guys. Check them out. Brad and Mills on the this Saturday, or check Friday with the schedule subject to change. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Now let's go to my pick because I got the game at 6:35 tonight. So let me move myself up the ladder here tonight. We're going to be looking here at this Pirates Reds team. That's right, you're seeing this right. The Pirates are minus 160. I'm with you too. There's no way you could lay 160 on the Pirates team. We're going to look at the Reds here at plus 135 here against the Pirates. So I know Chase Anderson's on the hill, has a low whip. I will say the positive about him, 1.11. Does strike out 24%, gets the ground balls about 47%. Well, Runzi Contreras is on the mound. His ERA is approaching 4. The ground balls 38%. The Reds did salvage the finale of that 4-game series at home. They beat the Brewers 2-1 coming in. So they got to feel a little bit good about themselves because Brewers are fighting to get into the playoffs. They're outside the playoff picture. Now, Pittsburgh, they lose 3 of 4 at home to the Cubs. They lose 8-3 on Sunday. And if you look over the past 10 games, the Pirates hitting just 191. And look at the Pirates bullpen here over the past 10 games, an ERA of 7.94. You look at the Reds, they are 18-10 as an they're 18-10 as a road underdog of plus 100 or plus 150 this season. And they're also 16-10 on the road against a losing team. And this Pittsburgh fits the mold. So we're going to go ahead and take the Reds here at plus 135. You guys check out Pick Dogs Premium right now. I've got 2 premium plays. I got one here from Major League Baseball. I also have one here from the NFL. My Major League Baseball is my $15 premium pick. So get on board with that right now over at Pick Dogs. I'm the number 3 unit producer over at Pick Dogs in Major League Baseball this year. So get signed up. Of course, I have the long-term passes, my 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. Get on board with that and use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. You can also add me on a 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. You can match me up with Brad, with Rod, with Brian, with Jay, with Jovan. 2-for-1 cap promotion. Your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. So again, it's the Pirates and Reds. I'm going Reds plus 135. This game will start in about 3 minutes. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Next up, well, one of the hottest cappers on the planet. We're going to make sure if he's ready to go, he is. We're going to Jovan Burts right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he's been on absolute fire. Top unit producer in the NFL over at Pick Dogs. But look at the last 30 days, 7 days as well. It's been on fire here. Let's bring Jovan in right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Jovan Burts. Here's Jovan. Jovan, what's happening? You got you on mute there, Jovan. You're on mute.
Yeah, what's going on, Tony? Just, another hot weekend, another big weekend for me, so.
I know, just as you said, when football. Yep, you were right. The numbers just are impressive. I mean, I usually save this for the end of the show, but look at this. Look at this right here. Okay, that's some serious coin right there. So we'll get to that part of it a little later. But we're going here to baseball tonight at 7 Eastern time. We got Nationals here hosting the Braves here with the Braves minus 255 total 9.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the Braves, but damn well I'm not gonna lay those prices 260 on the money line. So I'm gonna go to the alternate run line 2.5 on this one. We have Bryce Elder on the mound versus Corey Abbott, and it really doesn't matter who's pitching, but Bryce Elder, his last 3, 0.96 ERA versus Corey Abbott and his 5.56 ERA in his last 3. And we have the better pitcher matchup. We have the absolute better team in this one. Who's on a playoff chase or trying to win the NL East against the Mets. They're a game and a half away from that. So, it's imperative for them to win down the stretch. And I believe they're going to win it, in fine fashion. At least a 3-run victory for these guys in this one, given the starting pitcher matchup and the bullpens. Even though the Nationals bullpen has been pitching well in their last 10 games, um, it's just a matter of one team is playing for something, one team's not. One team's ready to pack it in and hit the vacay. For the off season. So that's the angle I'm playing. Good team versus bad team. One team playing for everything. One team playing for nothing. And let's get a 6-3 win or a 9-2 win or whatever, triple, multiple. You know what I'm saying? Anything that amounts to three runs or more, let's get that. So give me the Braves.
All right, we got the Braves here. Alternate run line, lay the 2.5 runs, minus 105 against the Nationals. Worth noting here that the Braves are the road team, so they will be batting in the top of the ninth inning, so you have advantage there as well. Of course, we saw the Braves. I thought that was a pretty gutty win they got yesterday against Philadelphia. That was a really, that had kind of a playoff atmosphere feel to it. I know everybody was watching the NFL. I was actually watching. I had a little interest in this Braves-Phillies game yesterday, and it was interesting because once I saw the score getting close in the eighth, I was like 4-4. I tuned it into it, and it was a really, really good game, especially went into the extra innings. So the extra innings drama there, they came away with it, and that was a big win for them, I think.
Yeah, and with baseball, man, you're gonna have some high drama, going into these last weeks of the season and then into the postseason. Dealing with Major League Baseball, I know it's lost its favor in the last 20 years, but it is some of the best drama in sports. Still got to give baseball that. But yeah, for the Braves, they've been streaky too. They would win 5 straight here, then they lost like about 3 straight, and they just recouped and won their last 2 games. So, my money's on them getting their 3rd straight W, and having it be a easier go of it tonight than yesterday.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And also keep an eye on these lineups. The Nationals know already about their veterans. Now is the time to play some of these kids, and probably no better situation than against the Braves team with some quality there. An elder young kid on the mound as well. But I'm seeing Thomas, Abrams, Meneses, Voit, Hernandez, Garcia, Vargas, Robles. I'm missing some people there in the Nationals lineup there.
Yeah, they're taking advantage. Well, can't say taking advantage, but they're trying to see what the kids are gonna do in the minor leagues, bringing them up, 40-man roster, expanded roster. This is how it goes in Major League Baseball in the last month of the season. So I don't expect much from these guys. I mean, they haven't been doing anything all season anyway. So, I don't expect them to catch the Braves sleeping in this one. That's for damn sure.
No, they can't. They want to get that bye in that first round. Remember, you need the bye because if you look at the schedules here for these postseason, I think there's only 1 day off in the last 2 the rounds before the World Series. There's only 2 days off, I think, and then if you go to a game 7, you're going to travel on the 6th and play the 7th. There's no travel date in between. They're trying to squeeze in these playoffs because of the lockout early on. And you're going to really see it here in the 2nd and 3rd round of the playoffs. The DS and the DS and the CS. You're looking at just 1 day off, and that's gonna be brutal. So you definitely want this bye. So there's a lot riding here for these teams because you don't want you may win a round or 2, but if you're playing this many games and you're a wild card team, you're going to be really up against it this year.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's funny that you say that it's like an extended regular season action. I mean, usually with playoff action, you're gonna get a day off in between games. Not so much this postseason. So it's gonna make a difference with some of these teams.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's just keep an eye. Those wild card teams are going to be really up against it this year in the postseason. The way the schedules are so condensed. All right, we got Braves alternate run line minus 2.5 runs. Minus 105 against the Nationals. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight. As we said, he's been a monster up on the leaderboard here. 2,243 units of profit the last 30 days, showing profit for this year, showing profit the last 7 days. Top of leaderboards, amongst the leaders, top leaderboards in the NFL this season. Been on fire. Great results in college football, 821 units of profit, 1,356 in the NFL. Building off a really good preseason. All right, Jovan, here we go. We got 1 game on the board here from the NFL. We had the game just start from baseball, so we're down to a 3-game card. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to give this Money with my money bag Monday mayhem, NFL mayhem. Just one play up on the boards, Monday Night Football. You know, I believe that my picks gonna win. They have been this season, and just gonna keep it rolling. We got two teams in the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone's expecting this game to go a certain way, but I don't know, man. It could go the other way. So check out what I got to offer, man. Hey, listen, anyone who's rocked with me since the season started, you've been getting paid. You've been getting your money. You've been getting your coin, and I'm gonna make damn sure that continues to happen. So, check me out tonight, or if you want more value, that 3-day, that 7-day, 30-day, the yearly, really can't go wrong over on this side. You can also check me out one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 Capital Promotional. It's all here, Sports Chat Place and Pick Dog. Let's get it.
Let's get indeed with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. That premium season numbers here the last 30 days, 2,243 units of profits, but on absolute fire right now, showing great profit for 2022. Last 7 days, top of leaderboards in the NFL. Great college start football here, 821 units of profit. Get on board right with Jovan. He does have his Monday Night Football play up there right now. Credit guarantee on that individual play right now, must win, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for site credits. That's what credit guarantee is. Again, if you go with the longer term passes, those aren't credit guaranteed because they're already sold at a discount. And again, the way Jovan is running, you want to get that monthly pass. That's the way to roll here. Get 1 month of premium plays here from Jovan. Includes all his NFL, all his college football, all his baseball. Now the baseball will take you right to the end of the league championship series. So right on the edge of the World Series, and you guys can just renew again after that. So you get the first 3 rounds of the baseball playoffs as well as the end of the regular season. You're also going to get the start of the NBA, which the NBA beginning here with October 17th, 18th. So you'll get up a good 8 to 9 days of NBA coverage as we're ready to roll here in the NBA. So a good time to get on board with that. 1 month all sports pass. Use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. You can also add another capper with Jovan in the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. You can match him up with Big Al. You can match him up with Rod. You can match him up with Brian. James Clark, who's been on fire as well in baseball. So there you go. The 2-for-1 capper promotion is a great way to go as well. So get on board with Jovan. All right, Jovan, it's always great having your show. Now we know you contribute to the YouTube channel on Pick Dogs, on the Pick Dogs channel with your parlay of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And as usual, I'll have another one up for tonight's or tomorrow's action. So there's that. And I just want to say that me being hot around this time of season is par for the course for me. Last year I was doing the same. I did the same thing, same exact thing. So it's no fluke. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So this is just what I do. So yeah, try and get this money. I get money, you get money, we all get money, man. Everything's lovely. So.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Jovan Burts. He's been on absolute fire. Get that 1 month pass right now and use the promo code WIN15 to save the 15% off. Right, Jovan, keep those winnings happening, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night, win, and see you on Friday.
Indeed. See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. On the recap, we will also have the Cowboys-Giants pick for you guys, so stay tuned. The Yankee pick as well. We got my game went off already, and I gave it to you at about 5 minutes before start time. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it is time for Al Ninos to get on board here. Al Ninos with more coverage here from the NFL game. So let's bring him in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's bring in Al Ninos right now. We got him back in his office. I guess they closed the poker room in Florida. I guess they're on hurricane watch up there. Al, what's happening?
Hurricane watch is in full effect indeed, but we're still here, so hopefully my internet doesn't go out anytime soon.
All right, that's good. I hope not. All right, here we go. 8:15 Eastern time. We know the Giants are hosting the Cowboys. Giants -1, total 38.5. But you'll be looking at this one a different way.
Yeah, a different look here. I think it's a pretty interesting look, considering the way Zeke's been playing lately. He has had a slow start this season, obviously not having his best season of his career. He's getting a bit older too, but he's actually gone 14 games without getting 100 yards. or without rushing, sorry, for 100 yards. And but last time he did was against these Giants, and he's played 10 games against the Giants, and he's had quite a bit of success against them. He's ran for 100 yards or scored a touchdown in each of them. He scored 9 touchdowns total in his 10 games against the Giants, including 5 touchdowns in his last 4 against them. So I think it's a great spot for him to get it going again. And as Jay mentioned a little bit, I expect a lot of running in this game from both sides. We won't have the best quarterbacks in this matchup, so expect a lot of running. And, we've seen his backup do pretty well here, too. Tony Pollard's been playing well. But, again, I just think this is a spot that Zeke can run a lot. Pollard will be used more if they were to fall behind, and he's been targeted more as a receiver too than Zeke has. But again, I don't expect the Giants to come in here and blow the Cowboys out. So Zeke should stay pretty involved in this matchup. And again, hasn't found the end zone yet, but I think this is a good spot for him to do that. And we're getting not huge plus money, but a little bit of plus money on that. So I'll take my chances with Zeke here to score a touchdown for us tonight.
All right, anytime touchdown is Ezekiel Elliott here at plus 140. Anytime, he can win on a running play. He can win on a pass play. He can recover a fumble in the end zone. Anytime touchdown here at plus 140. Yeah, he did have 10 touchdowns last year, which was an improvement from 2020. Remember, he did play 17 games last year, which, of course, he played 16 in 2019. That was a 16-game season. So he's played 2 full seasons in his career. And so far, 25 attempts on the ground. So maybe it's time. Maybe we'll see a little bit more from him in this one.
Yeah, I think it's just a great spot for him. Yeah. Again, he's had a lot of success against the Giants in the past. And while I'm not expecting him to score 5 touchdowns or anything like that, I do think he's a pretty good candidate to find the end zone. So taking my chances with him here. As I said, expecting a lot of running and expect him to be involved. So I think we're getting a pretty good shot at to cash on a prop here.
All right, Ezekiel Elliott, anytime touchdown plus 140. This one to have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. We have the Monday night game on the board, as well as now 3 here from Major League Baseball. Reds took a 1-0 lead early on. Looking good for me on that one. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, slow day in the MLB tonight, but I do have a 3-pack. I got a side end total in tonight's football game, so I threw my best MLB bet in there for the 3-pack. And but again, yeah, best way to go is long term or 2-for-1 capper specials with anyone else you like on the site.
That's right, guys. I got aboard here with Al Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, he does have plays up there for you right now. He has his 3-pack here from NFL and MLB. Puts his 3 best bets on the board tonight. 1 from football, 2 from baseball. Credit guarantee, which means must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That's what credit guarantee is. Of course, you can go longer term with Al. He has that 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to his Handicapper page and you make that purchase. So now also seasonal passes up there, combining NFL and college football. But Al Ninos was the unit leader over at Pick Dodge Premium, top unit producer in the NHL last season, and he does have his NHL season pass up there, fully priced at $500. A lot of season of hockey, right? That'll take you. They end this thing probably sometime in June, right? They start in October, go all the way to June, so you got at least 8 months, and when you count the playoffs, but a good 8 months of coverage there when you get that NHL season pass. Of course, if you go back and look at the pick history, Al Ninos was top unit producer in the NHL Pick Dogs, and of course we got preseason games going on tonight. We'll have a pick on that in the next segment, by the way. But anyway, that season pass is the way to go. Use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off there with Al's NHL season pass. Top unit producer from the NHL, as we're not too far away from the start of the season. All right, Al, as always, great having the show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, no NHL preseason for me on the premium side. Yeah, I don't want to rule it out completely because I was saying I wouldn't do NFL. I ended up putting a couple of picks in at the end, but I'm sure Rod has a great pick for us on the show here coming up, so I'll stay tuned in for that one.
Yeah, stay tuned for that indeed. All right, Al, have a good one. Al Ninos here on the drive through. Let's continue, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we're getting a lot of people signed in. We'll get a recap here at the end of the show. We do have a pick for you on the Cowboys, the Cowboy game, the Yankee game. So we'll get that for you here at during the recap. We've got Al. We had Al in. So next up is Ron Zawacky. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work up there. And of course, Ron's going to come in with the NHL tonight. We have a 5-game board from the preseason tonight. as they've started the preseason over the weekend. So let's bring Rod in right now. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Enjoying another hot day. It's a hot day here. Holy man. We got to have a little hot spell before we get any out of the S word coming here. So, it feels like it's almost 90 out today. So I actually had to dig the AC and put it back on before I was had it all packed into the AC, but I had to put it back in the window.
Get it going again. Yeah, so the weather is warming up out here too. No doubt, we're getting some triple-digit temperatures here in late September. But that'll do it for. I think this will be it after this week, and that'll be for the hot weather. But speaking of, we go to the ice, right? We had the preseason game here on the weekend. I got my tickets for the Kings preseason game on Wednesday, so I'll be seeing my first. I think I've seen a few preseason games before. I'm just excited to see hockey, so I just go, what the heck? They're playing the Sharks at home. Yeah, so why not? So I'll be seeing
Friday.
them. We're going Friday?
Friday, I can go to the Oilers and Kings, or Oilers in Calgary. Battle of Alberta.
Nice.
On Friday night. So.
Nice. Look good for that.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, good for NHL here. Here we go. 8 Eastern time. We got the Stars here to host the Blues. Stars minus 160, total 5.5.
Yeah, right. Look at the Stars at the minus 160. And you look who's going to get the start. Anton Hudobin's going to get the start here for the Dallas Stars. And he had his career worst season in the NHL with a 3.64 goals against average and an 879 save percentage. And that's rough for starting goalies this season. He also left last season with an injury, so he's coming back. He just had a season-end surgery last season, and this is his first game back. So do we think he's going to be good? He's got a chance. He's got a shot. He's got to battle for that number 2 spot because we know Ottinger's going to be the number 1 goalie in Dallas, number 1. And he can battle Wedgwood in goal. Starts here tonight with Anton Hudobin. We'll see. This side, you look at the Blues. And Blues, Thomas Greiss is going to get the start for the Blues in this one. And he had a rough season last year, but that was with Detroit. And we know what Detroit was like last season. Their defensive woes definitely didn't help him out there. But I think he bounces back, and he's in a solid spot with the Blues here as the backup behind Binnington. I think he has a solid season coming up here. Because you look his numbers, he's been a solid over 900 save percentage in 10 out of his 14 seasons. So I like him here. I like the Blues here. I think he comes up and has a solid start. A few rookies that for the Stars, you got Logan Stankonoff, and he definitely wasn't Stankonoff in Kamloops last year. He played in 59 games with the Kamloops Blazers, scored 41 goals, 59 assists, and was a plus 46. Definitely want to see what he can do for the Stars. Wyatt Johnston also for the Stars, a couple of young guys here. He played for the Windsor Spitfires last season. He played 68 games, scored 46 goals, 78 assists. I like the over in this game. I think we see some goals. We got some snipers going in this one. But for this Blues defense, they play solid defense, and I think Grayson goal starts that tonight. And you look, Crew's going to start. Parenko's going to get the start on defense. Blues also added Tyson Galloway. I think he's going to be big for the Blues. He came from the Calgary, 6'4", solid defenseman. Marc-Andre Gaudette. Steven Santini. The Blues are solid defensively. And you look, Logan Brown's going to get a start again. This is the Blues' second preseason game, so they've shaken their rust off and got things going, got a nice win. So for me, you got to take the Blues. I can't lay all that minus 160 with the Stars here, and hoping that Hudobin bounces back from what we've seen. Last time I seen him, it wasn't pretty. So for me, I take the plus money. I think to say Blues.
Take the Blues plus 140 here against the Stars. You know, Rhonda, of course, so we know a lot of time with some of these preseason games, you don't always get a true effort. But I think in hockey, a lot of it has to do with chemistry, and also too is basically conditioning, right? It's a demanding sport there. You've got to be fast on the ice, especially in these days.
Oh, exactly, right. And what you're going to get in preseason games is you're going to get a lot of you got to find your spot where you're going to find a battle, because you're going to get a lot of youngsters who want to get an NHL spot. They get a chance. This is their time of year in the preseason to shine. Looking off is going to try to shine. Wyatt Johnston is going to try. Tyson Galloway, all these players want to make spots on these rosters, and I think we see tonight how deep the Blues team really is. They don't have a whole lot of big name guys. None of those guys are going to be in the lineup tonight. So for me, these rookies and their depth on the St. Louis Blues are the reason why they went to the Cup, and they happened. Bennington's let him down, but I think he's ready to go back here. I like Grice as a backup. I think he bounces back and has a solid year. Like I said, 10 out of the 14 seasons out of his 14 seasons as a goalie, he's hit over a 900 save percent. Let's look at who won the Cup, the Colorado Avalanche, and their winning goalie had a 914 save percentage when the Avs won the Cup. So you just want a goalie that can get you over 900 save percentage, and that's all you can ask.
There you go. That exactly
Love
right.
the Blues.
Love the Blues. The Blues here, plus 140 here against the Stars. This one will begin here, 8 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. Great results here in the NFL. 410 units of profit for 2022. Document over at Pick Dogs Premium. We have 3 games here on the board from Major League Baseball. Also, the NFL game tonight. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And going over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, I've got my $15 Monday Night Football Gridiron Crusher. You can scoop that up if you're looking for a single play, $15. Or that's included in my Monday Night Insiders info. So you get 2 MLB plays plus the 10-star Gridiron Crusher. Scoop that up over at Pick Dogs Premium. Use promo code WIN15 and save $15 off all your purchases. Or better yet, grab something 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, or grab one of those season passes. As we said before, I've got a 3+1 where you'll get all the rest of my NFL, all the rest of my college football, NBA, and all that NHL. Use that promo code. As we said, save $15. It'll work out to be about $212 a season on that. Best of the going. Head on over, Pick Dogs Premium, scoop it up.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with the Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the results in the NFL also showing profit in the college football for this year, but tonight he does have a Monday Night Football Gridiron Crusher on the board. $15 credit guarantee, which means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credits. That's what credit guarantee is. So get on board there with Rod with his Monday Night Football Gridiron Crusher from Rod, who's having a great start to the NFL season. Also up on the board, he does have a Monday Insider Info 3-pack here where he matches the 3 best bets over the action to baseball, and the Gridiron Crusher is in his 3-pack as well. Credit guarantee, must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for site credits. That's what credit guarantee is. Also, the long-term passes that you can go out worth. And of course, we talked about this 3 for 1 here on Rod's passes. NFL, NHL, college football, and NBA season passes, all for one low price here. $1,000 here for those 4 seasons, including the postseason. And of course, you can use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. So really good value there from Rod. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Keep up that great work, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Hey, appreciate it being here. Thanks for having me. And tune in tomorrow morning. Me, Chris, and Mitch. Morning show. Figure it out.
Morning show.
And then I'll see everybody else on the drive-thru tomorrow night. So you guys have a good night. Let's get yourself some winner and make some money. Go Blues!
Go Blues! You got it from Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. That's right, guys. Tune in at 10 a.m. Eastern time for the morning show. A lot of baseball tomorrow. 15-game cards, so make sure you tune into that. All right, let's continue on. I gave you my pick already. It was the Reds, and I gave it to you bottom of the hour. And they're up 1-0 top of the second. So let's get right to the recap. Al Ninos will help me out with it. So let's go ahead and let's bring in Al, and we'll get the games for you. Here we go. We started off here with Brian. Brian liked the Blue Jays minus 120 against the Yankees. Jay was on the Cowboys money line minus 105 here against the Giants. Brad was on the Orioles plus 105 against the Red Sox. Jovan Braves alternate run line, lay them minus 2.5 runs, minus 105 against the Nationals. Al was on Ezekiel Elliott anytime touchdown plus 140. Rod on the Blues plus 140 against the Stars. I was on the Reds. The game is already in progress. All right, Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Too late to take the Reds? I'm just going to go with, I'll take the Orioles.
I agree with that one as well. The Orioles on that one. All right, that'll do it, guys, for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We're bringing the Cappers here from Pick Dogs Sports Chat Place. They'll give out a lot of free picks for the games in primetime. And I can tell you right now, there is a 15-game card tomorrow for Major League Baseball. Just one at the top of at 6 Eastern. So we'll have 14 games that we can give out for tomorrow's card. Let me take a look at tomorrow's NHL preseason. I know Rod is on the show tomorrow, and Rod, if he chooses to go NHL preseason, he will have we got a big card from a huge card from the NHL preseason. I think we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11 to 12 games tomorrow in the NHL preseason. So we'll have something. If Rod goes NHL preseason, well, he'll have something to choose from, guys. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We have a big card for you. 14 games to choose from here on the drive-thru for you on the baseball side. Remember, it all begins at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. We got Mitch, we got Chris, Rod Zawacky. So make sure you guys tune in. Also, the video series, we have Ron Romanelli with his baseball rundown and an NFL rundown later in the week, as well as Jovan's parlay, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. The NFL and college football shows are separate shows that are on Pick Dogs middle of the week, so you can tune in for that as well. And of course, we got Brad and Mills with the UFC show coming up this Saturday. And make sure the best thing you can do with all these shows going on is you want to make sure you like, subscribe, and you want to set those notifications. So when we go live with these shows, you're live with us. So you get the picks and you get the best numbers. All right, that'll do it for tonight's show. Let's bring on our cappers tonight. We're going to wait goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great evening. Make it a winning one. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.